Everyone, my name is Hugh. I'm one of the trainers here at Omega Health and Fitness. Welcome to my strong and stable class. Equipment-wise, just a band. If you do have a few different intensities, that's perfect. We'll use like a chair or countertop and a wall as well. So if you do have like a good bit of wall space, it would be perfect. First one we're going to do, guys, we're going to use our band, place it above both knees, like so. Now we're going to keep the weight on our heels. We're going to go feet shoulder width apart. Now, so we're going to go weight on our heels. Think about sitting back, pushing the knees out, creating tension on the band as you come up, breathe out, squeeze the glutes. We're going to do 10 reps. Bring hips back, knees out. Trying to keep the knees nice and steady. If your knees shake, you might be pushing too wide on the band, or the band might be slightly too strapped. So just remember to breathe out as you come. Just go as low as you're comfortable. So with the band, it's just going to help us engage the glutes as we go down, we press out, and as we come up, as we squeeze. We're going to do 2 more reps. And the last one. Perfect, guys. From here, we're going to place the band just down below around our ankles. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go just a foot tap out, a foot tap back at a diagonal, and one last foot tap straight back. So I do want to feel this in the glute. Keep your tummy tight. Just go as far back as you're comfortable. And always keep that foot there, squeeze the glutes. We're going to do 3 more reps on the left. Back. Trying to keep the knee nice and straight as we do this. We can also shift our body weight from our standing leg to our moving leg to increase the glute activation. Lovely, guys. And after this, guys, we're just going to change leg. So again, leg out to the side, back at a diagonal, and then straight back, squeezing the glutes. I'm going to do 5 reps total. Again, you can always keep that foot there, transfer the body weight from your standing to your moving leg. Always trying to think about squeezing the glutes. Perfect, guys. From here, we're going to take the band off. We're just going to go into a adductor stretch, so feet wide. And just going to bend one hip, bend one knee, keeping the leg straight, and just looking for a stretch in the groin. And guys, we're slowly going to come up and change leg. And guys, we're going to do 1 more each side. And guys, change leg last time. Perfect, guys. We're just going to warm up the quads a small bit. So we're going to go feet under hips. And all we're going to do is just a heel tap. So just bring one leg out in front and just tap. One leg out in front and just tap. So what I am looking for, guys, is just keeping the standing knee nice and stable. Just go as far out as you're comfortable. The farther you go out, the more challenging it will be. If you do need a bit of balance assistance, you can use it. We're just going to do 8 each side. You can also decrease the speed to make it more challenging if you need to do so. Guys, after 8 reps, just take a small break, shake that leg out, and you can move on to the opposite leg. Guys, last 2. And the last one. Good, guys. From here, we're going to use our mats. I'm just trying to get the... There you go. So, I'm going to bring one knee down, one foot up. Just think about squeezing the glutes slightly. And all you're going to do is rock forward and back. Just looking for a stretch at the front of the hip. I'm going to do 10 both sides. Again, just a reminder of keeping that hip in, squeezing that glute. And after 10 reps, guys, you can change side. Guys, the next one, we're going to change side again. This time I'm going to have that foot rather straight in front. We're going to have it out at diagonal. So pretend 12 o'clock is in front. You're going to bring it to like 2 p.m. or 10 p.m. All you're going to do is rock towards that knee, forward and back. So you will feel it in this leg, but a bit more inside of the tummy. Just going to do 10 each leg. So I'm just trying to open up the hips. Guys, and you can change leg. So again, the foot and the leg out at a diagonal, and just slowly leaning forward and back. Perfect, guys. Next one, we're just going to go into a pigeon stretch. So we're going to go hands on the shoulders, knees on the hips. We're going to bring one leg across, have the foot on the outside of the knee. And all you're going to do is nice and slowly bring the chest down towards the ground. And just look and feel it in the hip. So I'll just show you from this side. leg out to the side, foot outside the knee, and just gently sitting back. You guys are slowly going to bring that leg up and just change leg. And guys, we're slowly going to bring that knee out. From here, guys, we're just going to lie on our back. Now, we're going to have our feet under our, kind of like in line with our hips. We're going to bring our feet away from us. We're going to engage our core, so kind of keep the tummy tight. Slightly push the lower back into the ground. What we want to do, we want to push from the heels as we bring the hips up, breathe out, like that. So guys, we're going to feel this in the hamstrings. We're going to do 10 reps, breathing out as we do it. If it's a bit easy, straighten the legs. Don't straighten them on the way. If it's a bit challenging, bring the heels closer to you. Lovely guys, after 10 reps, both legs straight. Now wrap our hands around one leg. And just nice and slowly straighten the knee, back down, up, back down. So guys, we're just going to do 8 each leg. Guys, we're going to change leg. And guys, we're just going to bring both feet together. And just nice and slowly, guys, rock the knees from side to side. But guys, from here, we're going to keep our hands on the ground, arms on the ground, knees up, lower back pushed into the ground, nice and slowly. We're going to bring one leg out, back in, breathe out as you move. We're going to alternate legs, keeping the lower back pushed down, looking to feel it in our stomach. Breathe out as you do it. I'd rather you go nice and slow and not far. Concentrate on keeping that lower back pushed down. If you feel it in your lower back as opposed to your core or stomach, you can just take a break, or you might be going out too far. And you do 3 more reps. Breathe out as you do it. And last one. Perfect, guys. From here, we're going to grab our band and place it above both knees. Now, guys, we're going to try two variations. One, we're going to go into somewhat of a side plank. So we're going to have our knees bent, our ankles and hips in a line, and we're going to come up onto our knees in a side plank position, and then we're going to lift the top knee up. So it's like a clamp. So a bit of a side plank and a clamp. If this is too challenging, you can just go into a clamshell with the band. So guys, with this one, maybe 8 to 12 reps, depending on how challenging it is. Keeping that left glute, so the bottom glute engaged as well. Keeping everything nice and stable. And guys, after you've done whatever many reps is appropriate for you, you can change side. So bending the knees, having the hip and ankle in a line, elbow underneath the shoulder. You're going to bring the hips up and just lift that top knee up, back down. You can always breathe out as you move the knee up. Keeping the bottom glute squeezed as well. And guys, we're just going to slowly come back down. And we're going to go into a bit of a push-up position. So it's going to be a tall, long-armed plank. So guys, you can do it from your knees, you can do it from your feet, whichever way feels more secure. What we're aiming to do is do a shoulder tap, back down, opposite side, back down. So keep the core engaged. Breathe out as you move. Trying to keep everything as stable as you can. If you do want to try it on your feet, you can. If this is slightly challenging, all you need to do is bring the feet wider. Again, guys, just go into whichever one is more. And the last one then, guys, the last modification is just bringing one hand up off the ground and back down. We're going to just do 4 more reps. And last one. And relax. Okay, guys, from here, we're just going to go into our child pose, bringing the hips back towards the heels. Now, guys, we're going to walk those fingers up towards the top of the mat, keeping everything nice and relaxed. We're going to bring our right hand towards our left hand and just sway our body towards the right, looking for a stretch down the right hand side. And we're going to bring that right hand over, followed by the left. And again, just nice and gently swaying to the left. Okay, we're going to bring both hands back into their original position. And we're just going to go into our cobra, lying on our front. And just slowly bring the chest up. So. And back down. We're going to go up into our tabletop position. Just 5 cat-cows, belly button towards the ground, spine towards the ceiling. Keeping the arms straight. Perfect, guys. We're going to do one last one on our mat. You don't necessarily need the mat. You might need it for your knee, not necessarily for your foot. So what we are going to do is just do 8 reps of just stepping up. So we're going to try and keep the heel underneath the knee. All the weight on this heel. Try not to push off in this leg. If you need to, you can. All I want you to think about is driving this knee down, squeezing, for me, it's my right glute. Breathe out as you come up. When you get to the top, squeeze the right glute, back down. Again, drive that heel in, squeeze the glute. When you do go back down, just make sure the heel is beneath the knee. If you do need any assistance, whether it be for balance, you can just use one. It might be just to get back down. Again, squeezing that glute, driving that heel down. If you feel it more in the quad as opposed to the glute, it might be your heel is too far back, so just make sure it's right beneath that knee. Guys, after 8 reps, you can take a small break if you need to, and we'll change leg. Okay. You may find that one leg may be stronger, which is fine. Again, we might do less reps if needed. So, heel underneath the knee. Think about squeezing that glute, breathing out as you come. Try not to push off the back leg. And try not to keep this knee in line with the second toe or slightly out. Try not to let it come in, okay? So we're looking for kind of like this alignment as opposed to this, okay? So a lot of it has to do with our setup. If you find the foot collapse in as you do it, just think about driving that big toe down, crunching your foot, so it helps you avoid that arch collapsing in. So guys, after 8 reps, we're going to grab a quick drink. And we're going to move on to our standing exercises. Okay. So guys, first one we're going to do some ankle heel to toe sways. So feet under hips, we're going to go up onto the toes, nice and controlled, and then slowly back down, up onto our heels, back up on our toes, and heels. So the higher we go, guys, the more challenging it will be. If we find it quite challenging, guys, all we need to do is bring the feet wider, just to give us a wider base. And relax, guys. Next one, we're going to use, like, if you have a wall or a chair, just something with a bit of height that you can lean against. We're going to place our band around our feet, like so. We're going to keep our hips nice and straight, so we're going to squeeze our glutes. And from here, guys, we're going to drive one knee up, keep that foot up, squeeze the glute. So we're squeezing the glute of the foot that's down, we're driving the knee up, foot up, squeezing the glute. We're going to alternate the legs. We're going to do 12 each side, or 12 total, should I say. So just 6 each side, adding a small pause if we need to. If you want to make it more challenging, all you need to do is bring that foot further out in front. Think of taking a big step. So we'll feel it in the front of the hip and the shin of the leg that's out in front and in the glute of the hind leg. Breathing out as we do it. Last few. And last one. Perfect, guys. We're going to leave the band and chair down. If we do have a wall, guys, we're going to go into a wall sit. So let me put this up. So we're going to have our feet shoulder width apart as if we're doing a squat. Kind of going to go low, so maybe like just above 90 degrees at the knees. And we're going to push our lower back into the ground, and we're going to feel it in our quads. We're going to hold, we're going to go down and hold for 10. 3, 2, 1, and back up. So guys, next one, we're going to do something similar. We're not going to go as low. So we're going to go slightly higher. And every 5 seconds, we're going to change our heel. So I'm going to bring one heel up. So if I bring my left heel up, I'll feel it on the right and change. I bring my right heel up, I'll feel it in the left, change. Change. Guys, keep that back pushed in. I'm going to do one more each. Change. 5, 4, and last one. And relax. We're going to stand up. Just shake the legs out. We're just going to go into our standing quad stretch. So we can just use something to help us balance. We're going to bring our heel up towards our glute, trying to keep the knees together, feeling it at the front of the thigh. And guys, we're just going to change leg. And relax. So guys, we've done our quad exercise. We're going to do our hamstring one next. So we're going to go feet under hips. We're going to bring shoulders back. I won't be able to do all this. So shoulders back, keep the chest out. What we're going to do, we're going to feet under hips. We're going to keep our hips soft, knees soft. So all I want you to think about is touch the wall behind you with your glutes. Bring the chest towards the ground. Don't think about bending your knees. You feel it back here, and then we're going to come back up. So shoulders back, hips back, hips back, hips back. Keeping the back straight. Think about bringing the chest towards the ground and back up. So guys, we're looking to feel it in the hamstrings. We're going to do one last wrap like so. Nice and slow. Keeping the chest out, hips back, hips back, hips back. Keeping the knees soft. Okay guys, so we've done a double leg. We're going to move on to single leg. All we're going to do, bring one leg in front. So I'm going to have most of the weight. For me, my right leg is in front. So most of my weight on my right leg. Knees soft, chest out, hips back, hips back, hips back. Feeling it more now in the right leg and back up. We're going to do 4 more reps. Hips back, hips back, hips back. So guys, it'll feel like a bit of a stretch. Back up, back up, back up. Again guys, just nice and slow. Last two this leg. If you are struggling with this one guys, please just go back to the double leg variation. If it is a bit easy guys, all we need to do is bring that back leg even further back. And even if we want to, we can bring it totally up. You guys just take a small break, shake the leg out. I'm going to do 5 reps now on the opposite leg. If balance is an issue, guys, you can use a countertop or chair. So, feet on our hips, 1 foot back, knees soft, chest out, hips back, hips back, hips back. Feel it now in the opposite leg. And again, guys, if you want to, you can bring that leg up. So if you do bring that leg up, it is a bit of a balance exercise as well. So let's not make it a balance exercise. If we do need to hold on to something, we can. If you do feel unstable doing this one, guys, please just bring that foot down. Just concentrate on feeling it here, keeping the shoulders parallel. Try not to wobble too much. We're probably on to our last repetition. Okay, guys, and relax, shake both legs out. We're just going to go into a quick calf stretch. So, a few ways to do it, guys. Feet under hips, feet pointed forward, leaning against the wall, keeping the back leg straight, heel on the ground, and just looking for a stretch along here. Alternatively, if you have a ledge, you can just, so 1 and 2, well, you just put your foot up, your heel up onto something, keep the, or your foot up, keep the heel on the ground. If you do have a preference, we change the leg. If you do have a preference on how you would like to stretch your calf, please use it. And guys, relax. We're going to go into a standing hip flexor stretch. So feet on our hips. We're going to bring one leg in front. We're going to keep back leg straight. So the knee straight, the heel on the ground. Keep that hip in. Squeeze that glute. Just feeling it stretch here at the front. And guys, relax. And we're just going to change leg. So keeping the back heel on the ground, hip in, squeeze the glute, feeling it, a stretch here at the front. And guys, relax. Last standing exercise, we're going to do 5 reps. We're going to go up into like a single leg balance position, and all we're going to do is nice and slowly go into like a bit of a squat, and then back up. So guys, 2 things I'm looking for: keeping the knee in a line, so in line with the second toe or slightly out, trying not to let it come in. And I also want to make sure we're doing it nice and stable, so I don't want any wobble. If we do find the foot collapsing in, just crunch that foot. Just 5 reps. Perfect, guys. Shake that leg out, and we're going to change leg. If it's challenging, you can keep the back leg slightly on the ground, but keeping all the weight on the front leg. It goes just down and up. Breathing out as we come up. Last two. And last one. Okay, guys, grab a quick drink. We're going to head back to our mats just to do a bit more mobility. So, guys, we're going to go into our tabletop position. Hands under our shoulders, knees under hips, one leg out to the side. And all we're going to do is slowly point the toe up towards the ceiling and just back down. Okay. We're going to do 6 each side. If this is challenging, guys, you can just leave your leg out to the side, looking for a stretch in the side. The guys are going to change leg. So again, slowly bring that. Guys, the next one, we're going to stay in this position. We're going to bring our knees wide. Ideally, we bring our feet wide, so feet kind of pointed out. And all we're going to do, guys, is gently rock back and forward. Forward, so it's side view, like so. Again, if this is challenging, guys, you can just bring your knees closer in, keep your feet toes on the ground, and just rock forward back. We're just going to rock forward and back 2 more times. And the last one. Perfect. From here, we're going to go into our hip flexor stretch. So one knee down, squeezing the glute, hip in, and all we're going to do from here, guys, bring the same hand up and just lean to the side. So my left knee is down, my left hand is up. If I do need to increase the stretch, all I need to do is bring that hand slightly back, looking for a stretch all the way down. And guys, we're slowly going to bring this hand down. We're going to do this side one more time. So slowly bring that hand up. Again, if we need to like lean our upper body to the side, we need to bring that elbow slightly back. And guys, we're going to slowly bring that hand down. We're going to change knee. So just getting a bit of a hip flexor stretch, slightly squeeze the glute. And again, we're just going to bring that hand up. Just leaning to the side. And slowly back down. And last, wrap this side. And back down. Next one. I'm going to have one knee up. We're going to place both hands on the ground. And all we're going to do is bring The elbow closest to the foot down, chest towards the ground, just looking for a stretch along kind of like the hip, the hamstring. Keeping everything relaxed. And guys, we're slowly going to come up, change knee, hands on the ground, bring that elbow down towards the foot. Perfect, guys. Next one, we're going to lie on our back. So we're just gently going to rock on these side to side. Now, guys, we're going to bring our knees to the left. Bring our left ankle on top of our right knee, keeping everything nice and relaxed. And we're just going to place that left knee off to the right, or the left ankle off the right knee, and just sway to the opposite side, placing the right ankle on the left knee, keeping everything nice and relaxed. And guys, we're going to bring both feet down straight, and all we're going to do is slowly hug one knee, so bring it up towards the chest and allow it to go to the outside if it wants to, keeping everything relaxed. And guys, we're just going to allow that knee to go out to the outside and slowly bring that foot down, keeping that knee out. And we're going to bring the opposite knee up. And we're going to place the foot on the ground, allow the knee to go out, and just hold it here for 5 seconds. Keeping everything relaxing, you're just slowly going to bring that foot down and relax. Good, guys, the last one, we're going to bring both knees up. And we're just gently going to rock up and down if we can. Guys, we're just going to rest, both knees up, keep everything relaxed. And we're going to bring both knees out to the side, feet together. And all we're going to do is nice and slowly allow the legs to straighten, bringing the feet away from us. And relax. Perfect, guys. That's our strong and stable class. They're live every Thursday at 12. And if you do have any questions, feel free to give us a phone call or an email. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.